Alyria Jane. She ran. Conrad at her heels, she ran until she couldn't hear the sound of the hunters. They hid and rested fitfully by day, traveled by night, with nothing to call her own but the battered spear she had stolen from a sleeping guard when she snuck away. Having traveled for many nights, Alyria and her trusted companion passed through the treacherous mountain pass late in the fall. They would not last long into the winter, unless they could find somewhere in the valleys ahead to cobble up winter shelter. It was a story that began with fear, and turned to hope, and then turned to, well, let's see what became of Alyria and Conroy. Good land is there for the taking. In all four corners of this once mighty land, citizens are rebuilding in the hope the horrors of the past few years can be left behind. It's possible that there will be fighting, drought, sickness, hunger, but what of it? Life goes on, says Alyria, under her breath, and so must I. Into a landscape of rolling hills and ancient, crumbling forts, the lone wanderer trekked. Each ascent rewarded Alyria with a view that stretched for many leagues. No enemy approach would go unseen, she thought. She built a camp that would, in time, become the settlement of Solaria. Welcome everybody to Going Medieval. We're doing another series on this, and this is going to be the story of Alyria Jane. Let's go into the custom difficulties. I'm going to scroll down through these. It's slightly different than I set it to hard. So if you switch this from custom to whatever, normal, easy, whatever, and then switch back to custom, it'll set the custom settings to whatever that last actual difficulty was. So I set it to hard, and then I adjusted some of these. And yeah, you can see them here if you want to pause to look through them. The blight is off, crop blight is off, but other than that, we're good. And we're in Alyria Jane's story here. We start in the winter season. I'd like it to start in a midwinter, like in a more sort of a colder set, but depends on the terrain. And her story is she ends up in a valley. And yeah, she's picked up a little bit of apples and herbs and mushrooms and red currants on the way, basically enough to eat for herself on the walk. And she's with a puppy. She has a puppy named Conrad. Let's see, this is a valley. It's okay. Let's roll a bit here. Well, that looks pretty cool. What do we got? Marsh. We got the mountains. Well, hillside. Actually, maybe it was hillside that I wanted to go with. I did set her backstory to be the valley, but I mean, she could be coming down through a mountain onto the hillside, couldn't she? Uneven terrain, suitable for good defensive positions, a fair amount of limestone and clay, moderate amount of fertile soil and vegetation. The valley was mild winters and fierce summers. Yes, you don't want mild winters. Harsh winters, mild summers. Hillside. She could be in the mountain. Just coming out of the mountain? Good question. Let's roll again. Let's re-roll the map again. We'll go with, this is hillside, near the valley. Come down through the mountain pass, there's valley and hillside. I think we're good here. I think we'll go hillside here. We'll do the old go-to. Solaria can be her town. All right, there we go. And we did have a saved character. Let's go to customize, load, Alyria Jane. There she is, the lovely Alyria Jane. She's got a great passion for construction. She's eager at smithing and art. She's got the broken Cairn. Cairn is a marksman buff, which is hilarious because I think she's got trash for marksman. Yeah, absolute trash marksmanship. Yeah, not good at all. Let's drop her carpentry down pretty good and put it into some culinary. Let's drop it even further, actually. Carpentry, she can suck at it, thank you. And then a little bit of intellect and some marksman. There we go. Not a lot. Let's drop a few of melee and put it into marksman. Something like that. Since it fits her character. Background tempered. She's got a smith buff and then a master builder. Cool. As far as her perks, she's got Snow White. Loves nothing better than the biting air and crisp frost of midwinter. She thrives in the cold. Well, she's going to have to. Chilly and Sunseeker. Cannot mix with that one. Conflicts. Okay. And then Fleet-footed. A little faster moving and better motor skills. 40 winks. Only needs to shut her eyes for the briefest of cat naps to feel fully rested. So it's not actually as dramatic as the name sounds, but as the description sounds, but 20% increase to the sleep recovery and sleep depletion rate. She's very good with animal handling and loves construction. So the double star is something she'll get 4 times the XP rate, and then the single star is 2.5 times XP rate. So smithing and art, later game when that becomes a thing, she'll be good at that. Religion-wise, she's a practicing Oak Brethren. And that's Alyria Jane. All right, here we are. Let's see what the world gives us. Well, we got Alyria, and we've got, hold on, Conroy. There you go. Alyria and Conroy, doing great. Let's have a look at our world. It says we have a river somewhere around here. Ooh, that's a big clay deposit. That was oh, it's a salt deposit. Really? The huge salt deposit. Wow, okay. With clay surrounding it. We got a strange hilly sort of thing. We're up near, I guess, the top-ish of the hills. All right. There's our river. Let's start in this corner. We got the river that flows. Oh, that's it. There's a river that cuts through the edge. Oh my goodness, look at this place. Look at this giant peak of rock. That is just iron for days. Is that silver? Oh my, 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 my. What a place we got here. That's a lot of iron. Some beautiful waterfalls. Look at that. Look at that. Cascading waterfall. Kinda think we need to build somewhere near there, but that might not be ideal. What else do we have? Here's our starting point over here. It's a little awkward. Got some mushrooms around it. Okay, and some berries. Good enough trees. A little bit of herbs. Some straw. Okay. All right. It's a bearable scenario. It's an okay situation for now. Got a, what's that? Well, it's just a shrub. Over here, got some more limestone in the hills. It's very choppy hills. Kind of love it. Oh, look at that. There's a carcass. Always worth looking around right at the beginning in case you find more of those. What's this? A rabbit. That's a living one, though. All right. And a pheasant. Cool. This is just soil. Looks like rocky soil over there. A bunch of clay around here and a huge deposit of salt. Oh, look at that. Got some more limestone. Silver. Oh, baby. Limestone and silver and iron all mixed in here. That's not far from our... Oh, and another chunk of iron. Whoa, my goodness. Well, well, well. Gonna be a little awkward to get around everywhere. I'm just want to get the feel of the land here first. So there's our salt deposit off that way. And the river is down this way. Massive, massive iron deposits over here. Go ahead and let that carcass also be delivered. A little bit more iron in here, is it? No, that's salt again. Another jeepers. There are 3 carcasses available on the property. Fabulous. And this is a boar, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Lovely. What, natural wild boar? What a happy start. Except for the fact that we're alone. And it's the first day of winter. And we have nothing. So, we're going to have to do something about that. The question is, where do we set up? I'm thinking we move in to the left here. Is this actually arable ground here? Soil. Yeah, it is. It's gardenable. And maybe we want to... There's more salt. Jeepers. What a place. It's full of rich resources. Which means it's probably going to be a bit of a rough place to navigate and a rough place to survive in. So, if there's huge mineral deposits over there, we don't want to be too far from there. But I'm thinking maybe we can do something with this. what if we built initially over this way? How close is this to the edge of the map? It's not super close. Generally, you don't want to be too close to the edge of the map because it's going to make invasion routes a weird thing. Now, if we were to cut out some of this and turn this into like a basement, I think that would be viable. But let's start first of all by putting a... That is all clay. Jeepers. Wow. Okay. I'm just overwhelmed by the beauty of this land. That's what's going on here. We do have some berries. We got some loose clay. We got some loose stone. We got a lot of trees. So let's put a very simple house in like here somewhere. So we'll start by chomping out all these trees here as our first goal. Right there. That'll be a good start maybe. Actually, even close, even in this stuff too. Like that. Missed one back there. Okay. That'll be a lot of tree chopping to do. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to place down a dumping stockpile. And we'll put that dumping stockpile, let's say we put it over up here in this rocky soil space. So let's put it up like here. Okay, that'll be our dumping stockpile. And that's going to take corpses and waste. We'll put that at the very high priority. And then a regular stockpile we can put in... let's put it right on the edge of this clay. Just a regular storage stockpile for now. I don't know, 7 by 7, something like that. Big boom there. Lovely. And that can be everything except for carcasses and waste. Sure. And that'll be just a regular, low priority, everything goes there stockpile. I like it. Any of the clay here, how much clay do we got? 127? That's too much. Let's take like just a bit of them. We'll need some clay for like furnaces and stuff like that. How about 673 of it? Good, that can be usable. There is a nice ripe berry bush over here. Okay. There's some grass. We don't have a lot. We got some mushrooms in here. It is winter, so these are going to have very little chance to ripen still. So that one, that one, that one. Is it harvest? H. Yeah, H to harvest them. Get those little bit of mushrooms grabbed there. I'll let him being Conroy pick up these sticks. Any loose sticks in the area he can grab. There we go. He's going to do a bit of hauling of stuff for us. So he'll bring the carcass pile over and we'll get that going. And then I suppose we can get... We got a butcher's table. Yeah, we got a butcher's table and a campfire we can get put in. Let's go ahead and put a... we'll probably put in a campfire like this. And then the butcher's table right in beside it. For now. That's good. Let's get her started on that. We'll have a look at a few things. The overview will give us access to our domestic animals. We'll set Conroy as the pet to Alyria Jane and tell him he can do hauling jobs as well. Our sturdy spear is our only item. Let's actually jump to that for a second. Alyria, why don't you go put on this spear, or equip this spear. And there is... So she came with a sturdy cap, some spear, and... a few other items. Oh, there's some stuff there that can be, what's it, F for forbid? Yep. All right, you're equipped. Then go ahead and put on this cap as well. That'll help keep you warm, sort of. You got a bit of harvestables here. It's good. Tall grass can be harvested, a few of them anyways, to give her a little bit of a start for some items. First house will probably just have a little thatched roof sort of deal going. All right, so a bit of harvesting, and now let's look at our job setup. Thanks for the tutorial game. We're good. Alyria's botany is now level 1. Level 1? Why is she so bad at botany? Didn't realize she was that bad at botany. Okay, she's terrible at it. Forbidden allow tutorial. Thanks. So what it does is it takes your passionate, which is your 4x multiplier, super awesome skill, puts that at priority 1, and then anything that she's eager for is the 1 star. It puts those at number 2. What we need to do is construct first, or construct after we get the trees cut. So I want all the trees cut down first, and I want the harvesting done first. So first thing she's going to do is anything that is in set to 1, and she'll do it from left to right, and then she'll go to all the 2s left to right, and then so on as she goes through. I'm going to shut hauling entirely off. We'll leave urgent haul on, so she'll do that if we tell her to. Steward will be set to 1. Not a common thing early on, but she's gaining XP for every action she does. Right now she's gaining botany skill. Really low level, so she should be able to get a level or 2 in the first day. There is a cap to how much XP they can gain on any skill in a given day, and I don't know what determines the cap, but it's there. There is a thing. Now, where is Plant? Mishandled. Great. Where is Conroy? There he is. I wish we had a, like, tag for him, too. I want to have Conroy, like, pinned somewhere. Like, I want him to be accessible. But anyways, he's going to haul stuff around to the stockpile. There you go. First animal there. Good, good, good. Now, she's just missing like crazy on these tree choppings. That's terrible. That's because it's her botany skill. Oh, no. She's going to butcher so much of the trees. Well, at least she's getting some of them without breaking them. All right, let's have her switch up to building this campfire. Resource unavailable to deliver. Why? Wait a second. Have you just chopped all those trees and not gotten... No. You're fine. You're fine. All right, let's switch her to 1 on construction again. So she'll go ahead and swap up to doing these jobs. There we go. That rise it from the ground. There we go. Butchering and cooking will be a thing in just a second here. There we go. So we can give her orders and construction. Cool. Fuel or food systems we're low on. I get it. That is the corpse pile and the supply piles over there. I'm going to put this one to not have food in it, and I'm going to put a little food pile over here for her. It doesn't really matter where it is, I guess, just right here. That's fine. And this will be clear all, except for food. Make that highest priority. Cool. And then we're going to set her butchering job to say, forever butcher when there's something to butcher, as long as it's not human. And for the cooking, we'll set this meal, and we'll say, until you have... Oops, not 110, that's shift click. Let's say 30 meals, do that. There you go. She should switch up to cooking. No, she won't. We'll switch her cutting and her harvesting down to 2s for now. Gobble, gobble, gobble. She's eating all the food raw. That's unfortunate. That's right. She'll go butcher this animal up. Lovely. What do we get from that? She's a little shorter. Why is she so short? I didn't realize she was so short. We got some tallow. We got some leather. Ooh, actually, quite a nice set of leather. 36 of them. 34 meat in that pile. 84 meat. What a great find. Okay. So now she is... Oh, is she going to actually go get the other corpse herself? Well, that's unpleasant. I was hoping he would have them delivered, but... All right. I didn't want her doing that, but she's there now. Going to get all the way over there to get that corpse and bring it all the way back. Hey, Conroy, you there? How about you go get some more stuff, buddy? Bring some more corpses back, because we need that done. It is already 1700 hours, which means we are going to be sleeping outdoors. This is not ideal. Let's go ahead and set up a sleeping space, a wicker bed sleeping space. We'll just put it right down there. Just how it's got to be. She's not going to be able to finish this in the first day. I have not done this very efficiently, but that's okay. She'll probably survive the first day. Hopefully it won't get... Oh no, it is really freaking cold outside. Okay, not great. Let's put a brazier in right beside her bed. Oh, are you doing the cooking thing again still? Hold on. Where are you at? Preparing food. I'm going to draft you and tell you to stop that. So go get constructing. So I want her to stop doing the cooking right away. It's not going to work for us. She's got to get that brazier built. That's going to bring some fire. Now we can adjust this brazier. We can select it and we can adjust some things. We can tell it to be the priority. So how frequently are they going to take care of it? How urgently, I should say, are they going to take care of keeping it lit? I want it to not consume coal, but I want the intensity to be set to high. So, I mean, it will put out some heat. It's -3 over here, and right at her bed, it is +3.5. So, might be the saving grace overnight. It might be. There's a lot of trees to chop here. Not sure this is the right go-to for her. Let's micro it again and switch her up and start our construction. We're going to put in a little hut for her. Just something simple little hut. Let's say we do a really like this. Oops, a little, very, very little hut. I'll put a window here, and we'll put a little door right. That's not gonna work. Take those two, cancel to take them down. The door doesn't flip unless you've got it not connected to something, which is annoying. But there's the solution. Remove the piece so there's not something attaching to both sides. If you're sticking it in the middle of something, it only locks to one angle. All right, up, up, up goes the walls. Now, she's got a job or a schedule here as well. And you can manage the schedule, you know, change things around, copy and paste the schedules to people. You can have some people working nights and some days. I'm going to set the work for the entire day. She can't go to sleep. So we'll see if we can get her to work to gather enough lumber here. Got 20-something lumber in storage, which means that's all that's actually been put in there, or what? Or is that all the logs we have in total? 106, it says there. Okay. Good, good. Actually, I want this window to be closed now. Closed, please. Good. She did that, so it won't let the air out. Not that there's much sealing going on, or much good temperature control going on there, considering, you know, there's no ceiling. So let's fix that up. Let's put in a ceiling. Actually, you can skip, like, here. Hold on, let's cancel that. You can skip the edges, so we can have we can just have wall like this and not do those longer edges to save on some material and time at the beginning. Doop, doop, doop. Back straight to work. Come on, do it fast. She's so quick. I love it. She's an expert constructionist. She's gonna get things built real fast. Got 10 more, 11 more pieces. Just swings her hammer generally in the direction of the piece that she wants built, and up it goes. I'm running at the top speed here, so that's kind of important. It doesn't have to go by this fast. Control. Oh, hold on. Control scroll or shift scroll. What the heck is going on? There we go. It wasn't working. Control scroll will give us the shift us through the layers. I want to move this bed immediately inside, and then I want to move this brazier immediately in here as well. You get that done, girl? Oh, she's going to chop another tree. It's 2 a.m. Stop chopping trees. Do the important stuff. Not enough beds. Yeah, I know. Made a room, called a chamber. Lovely. Okay, now we have. Do we have any meals? We don't. Could you maybe make one? You make some cooking? Do some cooking, girl. There we go. Yes. So she'll get her first meal made. Wonderful. And fueled it up. Good. All right, we're going to bring this thing to high intensity. And we're going to put it to high priority. And again, no charcoal. Settlers are exhausted. Well, that's about all we need to do for tonight. So what we're going to do is switch back to her schedule. We're going to tell her as it's 4 o'clock. As of 5, 6, 7, 8, let's go to 10 o'clock. She can sleep till then, and then we'll shuffle it again in the next day. So as soon as the hour switches over, she'll realize she's done her work. There you go. Now she should quit and head to bed. Wonderful. We made it. We survived the first day. Sort of. Let's go ahead and make a... Could have made a rooftop instead of the flooring. But if we leave it as a floor, what I can do is I can put in a little stairwell, and she can have a little space in here to defend herself if needs be. Path is blocked. Yeah, that's a little too small for that, actually. So let's look over... Oh, is that vultures circling or just nice happy birds? What in the world is that? That's disturbing. Super disturbing. Are we having a tornado or are we just simply freaking out? Conroy's over there doing his thing. All right, you're done. You're having your morning grub, and Conroy's also having his morning grub. Excellent. All right, we need to get her butchering cooking skill back to number 1. So she'll take care of the corpses first. I think we should. That was the 3rd one. We should be pretty good. Now this stuff has it's on the ground. It's going to decay faster. It also has a temperature rating decay. So the colder it gets, or the warmer it gets, the quicker it decays. We could go underground with it to make a little quick hole in the ground to secure some. Oh, look at that! There's another carcass right there. Beavers. We could secure a little underground earthen storage space there. But maybe we'll do it in the belly of this mess here. Now, I'm not sure how I want to cut this apart, but I do want to cut it apart. I think we'll start with doing some digging today. Let's dig this out here. And this out here. And we're going to take this back off here. We'll leave the hill to get onto for now. We'll go ahead and chomp there. We're just going to do a lot of shoveling and digging to terraform this space. I'm going to take these extra trees in the back and stop chopping them. We got a cancel command here, so let's do that. Should have finished the carcass chopping, right? Okay, and they're just going to make some meals up. Good stuff, man. It's very progressive so far. Very good progress so far is what I'm trying to say. We can make her a research bench. Probably not a great start, so let's go ahead with the backgammon thing. And she's an Oaken Brethren believer, so we'll put that in there as well. They're outside, not ideal. She's really roughing it here to start with, but that's okay. I guess we didn't need all this ceiling. We could put in proper... Take these out. Maybe that's what we'll do. And then we'll put in a proper roofing. Nice thatch roofing on top. Plonk, 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 plonk. Oh, you see how some of them were breaking before others? I'm not sure I like that. Hold on. Can I adjust that? I guess I can't adjust it here. Okay, that's fine. Sitting and having some leisure time. So her schedule now, it's 1900. I'm going to go ahead and say our sleep is now 1 to 5. So a 6-hour period of sleep. And then we'll let her do everything else she wants to whenever. She's the only one here. It's not like she's got a balanced life with anybody else. Alyria and Conroy have their little hut in the woods, mostly, if she can get that hut finished. There's the piles of hay. Good. Oh, excellent. That was all she needed. There we go. Now, I think we can select these and change the peak. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Is there an elevation on these or not? Maybe not. I can change some different things about them. Like you can change the visuals on them. On the sides, or you'd make it look like it was stone or brick. Doesn't make sense to make it brick right now, but or planks. We could have it logs. We could have it sideways logs. That's an option too. That's cool. We can grab all these walls and turn them to the sideways piece. Doesn't make sense for this back section though. So let's do it differently and rotate it. There we go. And then these corner ones look wrong. Sort of. You make them a little crisscrossy blocks there. That's not bad. And that's okay for these ones. Let's make these 2, 3 be rotated, and then this one can be both ways. Your little log cabin in the woods. I love it. Look at that. That's great. I'm not sure. That would look better if it was like that. Meh, maybe. We'll leave it. We'll leave it as is. It's uniform. It works. All right. So our critters running around doing the moving of the stuff. We got some terraforming to do here. Some trees to be dismantled. I was digging. What job is this that she's learning from? Mining, digging. Okay. That is here on the list. Okay, fair enough. She's got. Oh, what? Whoa, winter clothes sturdy decomposed? What the heck? Oh my goodness, her actual clothes just wore out. That's not good. Not good at all. That's quite terrible, because now she's going to freeze. It's -5 at midnight. Oh boy. Alright, now is she going to be too cold in there or not? No, it's above freezing at least. It's 8.5, 9 degrees inside. Okay. She's alright, I guess. Not during the day, though. I find it weird how the pets go hang out in the, like, in the stockyard. Is that normal? Chasing away the bad guys, maybe? I don't know. A deterrent to the critters that want to hunt you or hunt your food. We'll let her do some tree cutting next time. Gonna have food for breakfast, no problem. Now, it's 5 o'clock, so when it hits 6, she can get up if she's rested. There you go, gobbling up her meal. She keeps a meal with her. She went and reloaded it. Oh. Going well so far. Oh, I didn't notice that little twig on top there. Settler suffering from the cold. Yep, that's not good. I've never seen the clothes wear out in day 2. It's terrible. So she's gonna need a research bench. You should probably go ahead and take care of this next. Resource unavailable for delivery. What resource? How do you not have resource available for delivery, girl? Okay, go cut down some more trees then. Oh, she's doing a little twig again. Oops. Alright, chop down a tree that gives you wood, please, Alyria. We're having troubles here. Alright, she should go finish that now. You can pray for some much needed help. But she's going to be praying in the cold. Like a very dedicated nun. And it's not working for her though. Alright, I want production, which is basic research. Let's go there with the basic research table. Needs 60 wood. Alright. How is this going to affect her health? Not terribly bad. Does it wreck in her mood? She's cold. Lonely, nobody's around, she hasn't socialized. Cold is not as big as it could be. Desperately thirsty doesn't have any alcohol, so... Unfortunately, the way she's prioritized, it seems like... Oh, she keeps wrecking trees. Jeepers. Quit wrecking all the trees, girl. It's 56, yeah. She cuts down the tree, whatever she gets out of it, takes it and puts it in the job site, and then she has to go back again for another tree instead of cutting down 3 that'll give her enough lumber. All right, so you're cold, so we're gonna need to do some research here, girl. Let's say research, not forever. Let's say research until you have, and we'll go to not 110. We'll go to 20, and that should get her most of the research early. Let's have a look at the research tree. The first one is architecture, needed to get your beams so you can have wider than, what is it, 6? Yeah, wider than a 6 opening. I'll show you how that works in just a second. And then there's all these researches that unlock as we go. And it's basically one big tree of, you know, a decent amount of research. And they get quite difficult to do because there's 3 types of research. You basically write chronicles, textbooks, and theses, and you have to store them even when they're allocated. So we write, let's see, what's architecture? 15. So we need 15 of the first tier chronicle books made at that table. When we've made 15, we can allocate it and unlock the research. So we basically have to research, figure out the stuff, and then, well, I don't know how to say this. We do the researching and then we apply it to the book to unlock it. I'm going to switch her job priority to researching at tier 1. So you're going to be just too blooming cold out there, so your mood's going to suffer badly. Let's get in and stand by the fire and do some book research. Now, we don't have a storage for these out inside. We should do that. Let's make a basic storage right... Honestly, it can be right here. Right by your book. Just put the books by your bedside. We'll clear all, and we'll say books only, and there you go. Now, it's -5 out here, so all this meat should be able to last basically forever. Not true. I lied. It's on the floor and it's covered in snow. So that is going to make it rot. Okay. Instead, let's construct a piece of flooring underneath it. That will help it. She'll go out and get that wood to do that right away. Suffering from the cold, huh? So now the tiles that are under there this has been grayed out, so should they stop decaying at the crazy rate? So let's see. This one is on flooring. No, this one's on flooring. Okay, and it's meat. It's 2 roasted pies, 2 days, 6 hours. This one that's not on there, 1 day, 12 hours. Good. We've got too much food here, to be honest, for the 2 of us, but that's a good start. And then if we put something to shelter that, that would help too. So we could do that. Let's go like this. And then put a little thatched roof over it. Well, that doesn't work there. Unfortunately. We could use regular tile. There we go, like that, I think. That's probably too much. Yeah, that's too far. There, and there. Can be cancelled. That'll be weird and something. Oh, you know, it's not going to work that way. Let's cancel it. Only one. Let's go cancel, and by single layer, I'm going to cancel that roofing. Just do the walls. When we research the architecture, we can connect them. We'll need the beams to make it work. Into research she goes. Suffering from cold. Yeah, not great. Not good at all, really. Why is she so tiny? She seems really short. Is she really short? Maybe she is. She's 170 centimeters, so she's not super short. Not by any stretch. Need to load it up. Had a meal, load it up. Hey, and there's a storehouse inside so he can go protect the books. He's sleeping on our cuddly books. What a great little dude. We've made 3 chronicles right now. We need to get 15, as we said, to unlock the first research. So that'll be the next thing. So we're going to aim for about, half hour, 30 to 40 minute episodes here. We seem to have packed quite a bit in here with the intro and everything. So I'll leave it at that for today. Alyria and Conroy snoozing away. It's 4 a.m. and they're not frozen, which is okay. It's chilly in there. It's 8 degrees where she's sitting, but at least she's not frozen, and neither is Conroy. So first episode, 4 days in, success so far, I guess. You let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll tune in again for the next one in tomorrow. Thanks everybody for joining me. Have yourselves a great rest of the day. See you in game.